able to imagine this. Okay. You're a drug addict. And all your money got locked because you got stuck in America illegally, right? And you fall in love, and then you end up delving into drugs with a partner who was already a drug addict. And you get really hooked, and you have a lot of trauma. So because of that, you found a new escapism, which is gone from heroin to fentanyl. And then you lose everything you have very slowly. And the whole world looks down on you instead of helping you, and all your friends are no longer there for you. You get really sick all the fucking time. And the person that you love the most and the person that you thought loved you back abandons you when you had a home and made a home for them for a whole year. And then you end up with fucking nothing. And then you're almost on the streets, and you're sleeping on fans' couches until you don't know if you can get a flight home to Australia, so you start planning your suicide if you can't get a flight home, only to find out 2 days later you're fucking pregnant when you thought you couldn't even get pregnant. Then you fly home, you keep it a secret, you try not to tell anyone, and because your boyfriend and you just broke up really with the blue, and it didn't end well, and you have nothing, and you have to rebuild in Australia, and you haven't been in Australia since you were 14. You using me. I've been trying to get clean. I got clean and I started using again. I'm still careful, and I got ultrasound, and I had a doctor, I paid for a midwife, I invested a lot of money into my baby, and it was the only thing keeping me going. And your baby daddy promises to be there for you, and he promises to be loyal, and he promises to take care of you and your baby. Yeah, I was the only one who did anything for me and Willow. I was the only one who bought us a fucking whole box of clothes, and I paid for a midwife. I was running in and out of every single doctor's appointment by myself. And the one night we did have together before I left was when he found out I was pregnant as well. It was the last night we had before he goes to the airport, instead of spending that night with me and his pregnant person that he claims that he loves. He just gets high in the bathroom on fucking fentanyl. And anyways, fast forward, now I'm in Australia, and I'm clean off opiates, but I'm using moderately and other things to try and feel okay, trying to trust, this guy who the last thing he said to you was that he wanted to sleep with other girls, and that he never loved me, and his excuse was he couldn't deal with me anymore. I just wanted help. If you loved me, why didn't you help me? Anyways, now I'm in Australia, and I miscarry. I don't tell anyone. I have a stillborn birth. I gave birth to my dead fucking daughter at 22 weeks by myself. I don't tell anyone. Because I'm scared of people judging me. I'm scared of criticism. Because I'm sick and fucking tired of being looked down on. I didn't want to be blamed for my daughter's death, sorry. And then about a week and a half later, you find out the person that is loyal, that claimed to be loyal to you, has actually been hitting on other girls and doesn't have any motive to be fucking loyal to you. He said he would fly down when I give birth, yet never got a passport. Out of retaliation, I finally snapped, and I wanted to hang out with this girl who was a fan. And this is how the internet drama started. Anyways, I was losing my mind because I just found out the person that I love and the person that I'm carrying his fucking child. He's thinking about his sex and drugs. He's still using drugs. He's still doing dumb shit. He just killed his fucking neighbor. He doesn't give a shit. So I'd hide my miscarriage. And I'm freaking the fuck out because I found out he's been doing shit with other girls and lying to me. I try to hang out with this girl, Arson Affinity or whatever her name is, and because I was losing my mind, I just wanted to be around someone at the time, and she ends up not wanting to hang out, so I hang out with her boyfriend. They're not actually dating. I hung out with Johnny, and I guess she got jealous, and then I already confided her in a bunch of shit, and she just, instead out of spite, posts that I faked my pregnancy, sorry. So now the whole world thinks Thorin that I fucking faked my pregnancy 2 weeks after I fucking gave birth to my dead fucking daughter.